All right, well, good evening, everybody. We called our meeting to order at closed executive session, so now we can begin the public portion of our meeting. First, I want to say a big thank you to the teachers and staff and administration, and most of all, the parents and families out there for a really great school year. Congratulations to the class of 2023, our rising ninth graders and rising middle schoolers. Yes, yay. And all the students for an amazing year full of learning, growth, and fun. I don't believe we have any superintendent comments tonight, so we can actually turn now to the first opportunity for a public comment. The board invites thoughts and reactions on agenda items and items of concern from members of our community who are present. Each participant is asked to give their name and full address prior to make a statement, which will be limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 0167. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. This public comment period shall be limited to 60 minutes. Do we have any public comment?
Starry greetings, sunny greetings, it's twilight. Makaran Bidwai, Princeton, New Jersey. First, I want to go back to why the board needs to shrink to 5 members. The superintendent showed somewhere up in the air. I plucked the number 5 from nowhere. It's a demand and supply situation. You have a supply of 9 seats. You have a demand for 0. The library was going to conduct a program, somebody interrupted here, I tried to conduct one, nobody showed up. One more I'm trying, there is no interest in the community for whatever you're doing. Which is great or not, the time will tell, and the time is already telling. We are losing 700, 800, 900 children. So something is wrong there, right? So you can still do this by having a committee of the working, all 3 committees come together, or you have another committee meeting happening in July, and you need to present this to in the ballot in November. You need to seriously think, because what we are doing is we are inviting ridicule by becoming irrelevant, and it is true. The next item I want to address is twice. Once this board attorney and the other board attorney both, at the prodding of the president, this gentleman, and at the prodding of the superintendent, the other gentleman, repeatedly stated on the record that the superintendent's evaluations cannot be made public under Oprah. I am past Oprah. There is the general, the common law release. It doesn't stop that, but I am not getting there. There is one more thing. The superintendent can release his own records. There is no law that stops him doing that. Not only that, he can, if he's so proud that he's going nowhere, he can actually frame them and put them right by the kids or whatever those drawings are, so any parent can come and see what is behind this stellar or non-stellar, in my case, in my observation performance. So why are we misleading parents when he can do it on his own? And he doesn't want to do it? He is hiding behind what? So this is a big concern. I have a lot of things that are going to come, but I'll wait for the next opportunity. I'm still giving him whatever 10, 20, 30 minutes between the 2 public comments to resign. He has to release. We need to see what's going on there, or he needs to resign. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments tonight? Seeing none, we'll move on to, well, I'll close this public portion of the public comment portion of the meeting, and we'll move on to committee reports, of which we have 1. So I'll turn it over to our Finance Committee Chair, Louisa.
Thank you. The Finance Committee met on June 15th. The committee reviewed the agenda items for tonight's board meeting, including the monthly financial reports. The administration certified that there are enough funds to complete the year. There are motions on the agenda to transfer current year surplus into capital reserve, to update the renewal of the school food services contract, appoint a risk management consultant, and to renew the district's membership in the School Alliance Insurance Fund, as well as the New Jersey Schools Insurance Group. There is also a motion to accept a safety grant from NJSIG's Eric North Subfund in the amount of $6,770. The district's student accident insurance policy and voluntary student accident plan rates are on the agenda for renewal. Also on the agenda is a small change order for Phase 1 of the Wyckoff expansion. There are 2 motions for purchases through a cooperative bid over the bid limit on the agenda. There are capital outlay and capital reserve motions for facility repairs. There are motions to approve quotes for summer transportation routes. Finally, to comply with state law, there's a motion to approve the review of the list of contracts awarded by the BOA during the past 12 months. In terms of construction updates, staff reported that the high school south pool bubble finally received the certificate of occupancy. The 20-day permit review period is up for the high school south cafeteria walk-in box replacement. We would like the contractor to complete the infrastructure work this summer so that when the box arrives, it can be installed during one of the longer breaks or next summer. Bids were received and approved for the high school north sanitary main project. The town center sensory playground project has failed to receive any bidders. The district can now negotiate directly with the contractor to complete the work this summer. In terms of referendum projects, the generator has arrived for the Wyckoff Phase 1 project. Closeout documents are being completed for this phase. For Phase 2 of the Wyckoff project, the library demolition is continuing. Block work is being completed in the new office area, as well as plumbing and electrical rough-in work. Work continues after hours on the Wyckoff HVAC project. Plumbing and duct work are being completed. For the Millstone River and Dutch Neck libraries, punch list work is being completed. Bids for the Town Center Library project came in and will be evaluated with the bids for the Hawk and Village School libraries when they are due. Renovation work at High School North's Culinary Room and Media Center continues with the ceiling grid being installed and walls getting painted. The HVAC system will be started up this week. Quarry tile and VCT flooring are being installed and all of the glazing is complete. In the Culinary Arts Room, fume hoods are being installed and gas piping work continues. For solar renewable energy credits, the high school south solar system has been down for an extended period of time waiting on parts for a repair. The high school north system stopped working due to part failure, and it too is down for an extended period of time waiting on parts. Staff will determine if we have enough solar renewable energy credits to have an auction. Staff reported that the auditors have been scheduled to arrive in June to do preliminary work on the 22-23 audit. Staff shared statistics on cafeteria operations. There were 1,289 breakfasts served in May compared to 446 in April. This increase can be partially attributed to 2 factors. 1, we started a new breakfast program at Town Center, and 2, April has fewer school days than May because of spring break. There were 55,765 lunches served in May, compared to 31,032 in April. In comparison, May of 2019, which is pre-pandemic, there were 65,000 lunches served. We have received all of the equipment as part of the 2021 NJ Department of Agriculture grant of $71,276. All of the equipment that was approved at the May 10th, 2022 board meeting has arrived and will be installed this summer. No bids were received for the second time on June 1st for a walk-in refrigerator freezers at Town Center Village and Millstone River. The district can now negotiate directly with vendors to purchase these items. The district has spent $255,000 of the $412,000 supply chain assistance funds. This grant does not end until June of 2024. The school district, Plainsboro and West Windsor Townships are in a shared services agreement for video services for recording and presenting public meetings like the school board meetings. That agreement is expiring. After a preliminary discussion with the municipalities, it was concluded that they would consider a 1-year agreement or a monthly agreement. For transportation, staff noted that there are motions on the agenda to approve some extended year routes. The committee will next meet on Tuesday, July 18th.
Thanks, Louisa. Now, are there any other questions from the board? Okay, we will move on now to the voting portion of our meeting. Can I have a motion to approve administration items number 1 through 6? Robin and Liz?
Okay, we'll start, yeah, hearing no question. Yeah, We'll start with Ms. Chenier,
Yes.
Ms. Ho,
Yes.
Ms. Krug,
Yes.
Ms. Maliga,
Yes.
Ms. Shetty,
Yes.
Ms. Zovich,
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes. Okay, can I have a motion to approve curriculum and instruction items number 1 through 5, plus the orange addendum? Loy and Dana, are there any questions or comments?
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Ho.
Yes.
Okay, and, excuse me. Ms. Krug,
Yes.
Ms. Maliga,
Yes.
Ms. Shetty,
Yes.
Ms. Zovich,
Yes.
Ms. Chenier,
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Can I have a motion for finance items number 1 through 37, omitting item number 34 and adding the blue addendum? Louisa and Shweta, any questions or comments?
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Krug.
Yes.
Ms. Maliga,
Yes.
Ms. Shetty,
Yes.
Ms. Zovich,
Yes.
Ms. Chenier,
Yes.
Ms. Ho,
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes. Great. Now can I have a motion for personnel items number 1 through 3 plus the green addendum? Robin and Loy, any questions or comments?
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Maliga.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Shetty,
Yes.
Ms. Zovich,
Yes.
Ms. Chenier,
Yes.
Ms. Ho,
Yes.
Ms. Krug,
Yes.
McEwen.
Yes. I just want to note that we approved a retirement that I'd like to acknowledge and congratulate. Jane Prue, our teacher at High School North, is retiring after 20 years serving in the district. Thank you so much for your service to the district, and we wish you the best of luck in your retirement. We now turn to the approval of the Board of Ed minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from June 13th? Liz and Louisa? Any questions or comments? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any abstentions? Any board liaison reports? Okay, any new business? All right, so now that takes us to the second opportunity for public comment. The board invites comments from members of our community who are present. Each participant is asked to give their name, their full name and address prior to making a statement, which will be limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 0167. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. The public comment period shall be limited to 15 minutes. And it looks like we have a public comment.
Sunny starry greetings, Makaran Bidway, Princeton, New Jersey. This issue of the release of personal evaluations came up in the controversy of the Princeton High School principal. And I don't know whether the person released it or not, but yes, he could release it. Whatever happening there, I don't know. I want to play a recording. I am hopeful that the superintendent will recognize this.
I think I was a little bit perplexed about his framing of this divide as perhaps a non-ethnic divide, especially when the New York Times piece really did frame it as such. And so I was curious to know how he didn't see it that way, particularly when one of the programs that he wanted to dismantle, which is the early math program, was it's 90% Asian. So there are certain aspects. I think his framing of the situation is trying to move away from what potentially is uncomfortable, which may be an ethnic divide in which Asian American parents, and they often are immigrant parents, have a different set of goals in terms of how they feel their children should be best prepared to go to college than perhaps native-born white American parents.
May I repeat? or you got the gist. This lady was interviewed after the superintendent on NPR on February 9 on Brian Leher's show in 2016 on the heels of the NY Times report. And she has been extremely critical. Who is this lady? She is the professor of psychology at the University of California in Irvine, and she has written a book about Asian American achievement paradox, and she was very critical at that time. And then there is another comment that a person made. He just wrote himself as American from New Jersey. Very interesting. The superintendent has contradicted himself in that Brian Leher show. And he said, the superintendent said, anybody can go and look up that recording, it's 33 minutes. The superintendent said that school is not intense, yet he knocked off the math. So here is what American from New Jersey, this is an internet name. If the data related to mental health that the superintendent conveyed are true, they are twisted stats, which he knows he twisted it or he got it twisted somehow. The question is that what is school doing to tackle this problem, that problem? If he believes that the school is not intense, his quote, I have to finish this, but the students are, then how eliminating resources available to students is going to help? Wouldn't the solution be that you teach the kids how to handle the pressure?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry that the timer is up. Thank you, though, for your comment. I see there is another public comment.
When, today?
No, another person behind you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Andrea Bean. I am the mathematics supervisor for grades 6 through 12, and I'd just like to address the previous public comment about the redesign of our math program. In 2015, we did go through an extensive math redesign, and the outcome of that redesign was when there used to be 8% of our students in A&E, which we now call H&A math, now approximately 25% of each class is in that program. What we did in the redesign was open doors and opportunities for all students. The work is rigorous, the children meet the challenge, and now we have more children pursuing more math than ever before. So while people may have been skeptical at the beginning, I believe that the record stands for itself with the amount of students that are now in the program and now enjoying higher levels of math. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? Seeing none, I'll close this public comment portion. And,
Respond, right?
I'm sorry?
I get a chance.
Oh, sure.
Good evening, everyone. You know, in all my time serving as a school administrator, I've never had someone that I've rented more space in their head than you. You know, it is amazing, utterly amazing how much time you spend thinking about me, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you take that kind of time and interest in me. And at the last meeting, you gave me a 14 days, maybe 15, to resign. So I at least have one more day, which you'll be disappointed. In 2015, 2016, WWP, as Ms. Bean stated, underwent an exclusive process to review and renew our mathematics program for advanced mathematics. We've more than doubled access into A&E, which became H&A mathematics. We will not apologize for that. We have more than, we went from 10% of our math program with women in the program. Now over 45% of our young ladies are now in advanced mathematics. As that program is phased up now in 10th grade, we're going to see more of our female students arrive in AP Calculus AB and BC and multivariable. We will not apologize for that. At the time in 2015, individuals in the community attempted to weaponize a document that I wrote about mental health, at the same time talking about some of the other changes in their community, and conveniently conflated issues. That was not my doing. And it's convenient that an individual that was not involved in the community, did not live in the community, and has spent so much time thinking about me, that he goes on and he researches and watches and listens to audio recordings and interviews out of context and listens to someone's feedback from California who happens to be a professor. I'm a professor too, whip-de-doo, right? They had some critical things to say because they misunderstood the context in which some right-wing publications chose to write about. Yet he conflates that too. So keep on coming with your props and your socks and your octopus jokes online. And keep on coming, because I'm not going anywhere. And I appreciate that you've increased our viewership as members of our communities, tune in to watch the spectacle that you make of yourself, and you wonder why no one shows up to your meeting. Have a lovely summer.
Thank you. So now it is time to, can I have, excuse me. It is now time for adjournment. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Dana and Shweta? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you. We are adjourned. Good evening.